That's why we seek drama sometimes, or that toxic relationship, because it makes it feel something. It makes it feel wanted, even. It makes it feel, like if you have purpose, you have a sense of worth. But that is external shit, and external shit is not gonna last forever. I'm telling you guys right now, it's not gonna last forever. It's gonna go, even if it's family or friends or your loved one, even if it's especially materialistic stuff, especially that stuff. Yes, it's nice to have it, to enjoy life more and to do things like that, but don't rely on it. Don't count on it. Because if you count on, you have to count on yourself. That's why being able to be by yourself and ask the questions of like, why can't I? Right now, like I was laying down, I'm like, why am I laying down? I should be documenting what's happening in my life. And normally, what would you be doing? I go be doing videos. I go, why aren't you doing your videos? I go, okay, then let's jump on here. Well, actually, I said, you know what? Because I'm tired. I started going deeper and deeper in my questioning. And I go, okay, then get the fuck up and walk outside. And then I said, oh, because I'm scared. I'm like, there's no one out there. It's not Friday night. No one's out there. Chill out. Go. That's why nature is a big thing. That's why when you go out to nature, it's fucking beautiful. It's wonderful because you get to I was getting grounded pretty much. Walked the pooch around, and that's twice. Started listening to Rich Cannon and what's his name? The master, the king, Dr. Vaknin. They're having a collab, and it's like an hour and 20 minutes. But I was just listening to it, and that alone started giving me ideas, because like I was saying, narcissism is something that they were saying people don't want to even look into, don't even want to dip in there, because they're out searching that validation and things. But what they're talking about is how people can. So when I start hearing that stuff, now I'm thinking about it, I start to relate it to me. Why? Because some of it resonates, some of it doesn't. What was resonating, Johnny? It didn't resonate, but was I grieving for more than a year? Because there is such a condition, and people that get stuck in those cycles. They get stuck, I think it's one of the 5 or one of the 6. There's actually 6 now. Of grieving. There you go, of grieving, because there's healthy grieving, and that's. I was just watching a little bit of it, and it caught my interest because it's like, if it wouldn't have been for my tribe, that's right. Thank you, tribe. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Empath Uprising. Thank you, Luis Gardner. Thank you, Mark Carroll. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Who the fuck is Sarah? Is there a Sarah in the group? Amanda, Susan, so what I say, Liz, all you guys, they're greatly appreciated. Don Rosa, they support me, man. They help me. They help me understand myself. They understand. They make me feel seen. They that I do matter. I do care, and I am making a difference by sharing that stuff. That stuff. And if it would have been for them, I wouldn't be going down this road. I would have been stuck in those, as they call them, soul traps, those cycles, or toxic relationships, letting the outside things, not knowing what I know now. Probably been a victim. Probably would have fell in that trap. I probably would have been swinging still. Look at my past lives, But yeah, so much. There's so much. There's so much to talk about. So whatever you guys want to hear, and if I know it, I'll try, and if not, I'll find it, or I'll do a collab. If someone wants to do a collab, that'd be nice. I'll be nervous for sure. Just keep me focused. That's all. Yeah. But that's what I want to talk about. At least that. Like I said, so that was my day, at least, what's been going on, and what's been happening. And that's just my self-development. That's just my me time that I have. I do my editing of my videos, as you can see. Do some video editing. It's not really too much, but I keep myself busy like that. But of course, dating. Okay, so let's go back to what Dr. Shavak was talking about, and because there's grievances that get stuck in one of those phases. I didn't hear the other phases yet. That's why, but it just caught my attention, and it gave me the motivation to come up here and at least speak, because it's something that I haven't really talked too much about it, which is like the whole living with the narcissist, living with my echo codependency, how everything partook, how the cycle still continued. You know, why I would be the man whore that I was, not knowing, her being the covert narc, the victim. See, that's where that part starts of everything, is that it's not that I'm trying to focus on the narcissist, it's just because by me seeing it, I experienced it, I understand it, and I wouldn't want to get myself back in that type of relationship again. And by having boundaries, by loving yourself, defining self-love, by being able to pour into others' cup instead of searching and looking for love. It's going to find you. Love will come to you if you're patient, if you love yourself. Someone will come, and that's why I'm not worried about that. I know there is love out there. It's just, it's hard to grasp it after coming out of what I came out of, and like I said, the grieving stages and all that. And I would not be here if anyone had been for my tribe, that's for sure. So me playing back my whole gist of what happened to where I'm at now, at the moment, present moment, is a lot to take in. Some of it's emotional, some of it's like I don't even want to touch it, because it's still, I'm not saying it hurts, but that's when you're bringing up the old files. And I've caught myself like, why am I feeling like this? Because I was feeling uncomfortable. Okay, I'm thinking about the old narc still, in the sense of like how she did me dirty, and when the days of the nights, the lying, the disappearing acts, that whole thing, that stuff, you know, the jabbing, the gutting. But very well, and I'm gonna repeat it. I'm not complaining. I'm just replaying back what happened and what I learned from it, and what it showed me. Meaning, I have my own wounds, I have my own childhood wounds. Why am I chasing? Because Johnny, what's the difference between this relationship and all the others that you had? Was that this is the biggest thing. I seen what that person was hiding, what it was. They tricked you. You got tricked. The illusion. Not to mention how they blame you, how they put everything onto you, how they shift all the shit that they're doing onto you. That's what you gotta be careful for. That is what you gotta watch out for. Because you being, and if you're anything like me, you're gonna accept it. You're gonna look for reasons why it's okay. You're gonna be more passive. You're gonna go with the flow. Why? And so that's what my narcissist showed me. Showed me what I was missing. Showed me what I needed to heal. And that's why I'm grateful. That's why I'm thankful for her. But never again for me. In the sense of like, to go, no, thank you. I appreciate it. You showed me a lot. It's much love, you know, peace, good. And that's it. It's cut the ties, and that's it. And that took a lot. It took a lot of trial and error, believe me. But I've accepted that. I see that, and I understand that. And that's the thing. It's like, so I like, why did this get you? Like I said, my trauma, my own wounds of what I hid and what I didn't like all that. Yes, that's what it rose. But now I get more deep into it. Like, how did that happen? So it's because, like I said, they were fake. They weren't the person they were saying they were. It was all an illusion. It was all bullshit. It was all lies. They blamed you for everything. It was all your fault. You're the one who did this. You made me do this. I was not there, gaslighting you, telling you something when they don't mean it. The hypocrites, like I mentioned before, tell you one thing, turn around and do it the other way. And if you can catch them, if you do find them, and I'm explaining this for people who are in a toxic relationship, who are currently in it, who are experiencing it, and can't even see it. But you're gonna see it, you're gonna understand it, and this is when you have to make the right decisions. You have to ask the right questions. Not just to the narcissist, but after it's done, the chief mentions this, closure. They're gonna leave you in that no closure moment. What does that mean, no closure moment? Well, they ghost you. That's where they ghost you. That's when they leave, because you're already hurting their ego. You're already discovering who the fuck they are. So they're gonna ghost, they're gonna leave, and that's a tactic they use. They use that for you can stay chasing, for you can look while they're doing their shit or whatever, lying. And the more you search, the more you look, all you're doing is just damaging yourself. But it's a much needed damage if you're gonna awaken, because you start to know who you are. Why am I acting like this? So you start to see yourself. You start seeing what's going on, what's happening with you, and in the moment. So what happened there is, like I said, you awaken to this person is not the person that they are. They're not. And the acceptance of that, that's where it fucks you up. That's where it gets you. That's where it guts you. Because now this is where your trauma comes up. This is where your wounds come up. This is where your shit starts to emerge now and being brought forth for you to deal and see. For you can exceed, for you can become higher consciousness and not go back into that toxic cycle that you were once in or are still in. So this is all processes you go through.